Okay, welcome back everyone. Yes, I'm in a different location and I'm wearing a different shirt because this portion of this video when we got back to the cave vanished. It wasn't anywhere. It floated off into the electronic ether and will never be seen, which it happens. So, continuing on with the wheelchair portion of my EDC, on this bag, I start off with, I've got a Rothko 40 ounce canteen bottle, or bottle bag. I do have a 40 ounce canteen in it, and I'm not going to dig it out because it's hard to get out of that one, but I do have a GSI nesting cup down there. In the front of this pouch, I keep some liquid water enhancer. It just drops to put in water so it tastes better. Sometimes city water don't taste so great. That particular was blueberry lemonade, but there's a couple of good flavors I like.
I like the strawberry watermelon myself.
And then this, maybe once or twice I bumped something when I'm rolling around in my chair. No real good evidence that that happens, but this one I've got tea, and I'm going to actually open this just because there's something in here that I think is kind of cool. There's tea bags down there in the bottom, and then I've got these packages of True Lemon, which is just dehydrated lemon powder. You can throw that in with the tea, it's really good. And then, like I had in my cook kit, which you may or may not have seen that video, I carry stevia. Stevia is a better alternative to artificial sweeteners for diabetics. Moving on to this pouch. This don't normally ride there, I just had it out for a video earlier. I do always keep my sunglasses with me. The main body of this pouch is primarily where I keep the crap that I pick up throughout the day. Right now my mail is in here because I went to the post office earlier. I got receipts in here. I got the schedule for the bus in here. Things like that. That pouch is pretty boring. In this one right here, I keep an insulin pen. This is an 18650 flashlight. It's a L2T made by Solar Force. This is a pretty bright flashlight. It's a single function, so I don't need to mess around with it. I like it's got a good tail cap on it. Sometimes running around in the evenings, my fingers get cold because I got to hold on to the controller. And you can take the boy out of Indiana, but you can't take the Indiana out of the boy. I got some Indiana Hoosier gloves.
Sorry,
and this, if this is what I think it is, shouldn't be in here. This is what I think it is. This belongs in my other kit. It's my kitchen sink. I don't know why it got put in my chair. It's just got taken out of my chair because I'm not leaving it in there. And the last thing I got, I have a Marlin spike because I do a lot of knot work, and having a Marlin spike is always a good tool to carry. And I've got a tactical pen. It's mostly just used for a pen, but it's got a glass breaker and a forehead breaker if it needs be. I have some charging cables and my bus pass. And if I get it all put together in the right order, you will have seen already. If I get it backwards because I'm still new at this editing, you will see in a few minutes. I carry a 10,000 milliamp hour battery backup that I can charge my phone or my Kindle on in my other side bag, and that's what those cables are for. I always carry a lighter, and even though I have several of them in different places on my person, I always carry a ferro rod.
You want fire to be a redundancy.
These UST ones, they're not the best ferro rods in the world, but they're really nice for packing like this because it's protected. I don't got to worry about it getting wet and getting messed up. Well,
Right, Dad?
wet wouldn't bother it, but yeah, you always want to have redundancy in fire. And then, in case you get like sticky stuff all over your hands or whatever, it's always nice to have a couple of these wet wipe things. That is everything that's in that one. And then this one, I've got a couple of different flavors of almond butter, again, and a hazelnut butter. Being, they know what almond butter is.
Yeah, but that's a cool package.
Being diabetic, it's always good to have some protein and a little bit of sugar with you in case you start crashing. And this is a delicious way to do it. That's also pretty easy to carry around. This is Justin's almond butters. I got classic, I got honey, I got maple, and then the chocolate hazelnut.
In tear packages.
And then this is repurposing. This is repurposing in a good way. My controller for my chair does not like it if it even gets real foggy, heavy out. It starts messing with the electronics. This is a roll of dog poop bags. Anybody that's got a dog and walks their dog knows what the dog poop bags are. I carry this with me because these bags are the exact right size to slide over my controller. I can still use it to get home, and it keeps the moisture out so I can get home. So I've got those in there, and I got my Justin's nut butters in there. That sounds wrong. Justin's nut butter. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. In this pouch, I don't keep very much just because it's inconvenient to get to. But I do have some coasters because anybody that knows me knows that I'm really strange about water rings on tables. I pull coasters out of my bag to use in restaurants. People look at you funny when you do that, but I do. And I've got
He only does that if they don't already have them there.
Yeah, if they don't have them. And this pouch has 2 pairs, and these are new because my other ones got messed up, so I haven't used these yet. But these are 2 pair of fold or breakdown chopsticks. Because you never know when you'll have an emergency bowl of rice. That brings me to the last and one of the most interesting parts of this whole kit, my dangle kit. Now, a lot of you guys have different things. It's like, yeah, this can hang on my keychain. This can hang on my keychain. You put all that on your keychain starts weighing 10 pounds. So I have my dangle kit. I lock it to my chair with this locking carabiner. And then I got this Night Eyes little portioned one so that each thing has its own.
We might need to pause it here in a minute. Or just let the people walk by either way.
There's people coming, I don't care. I did that earlier, I stopped because people were coming. I don't care. So on my little dangle, I've got all the little bits and pieces that you need to carry around that fit on your keychain, if you don't mind your keychain pulling your pants off. Got a Leatherman Micra. Now with all of the other tools I have, the knife on this is really not something I'm going to pull out and use. But these are some really good scissors. If you like having a good pair of scissors, the Leatherman Micra scissors are really good scissors. This DeWalt tool, that's a bottle opener. This was actually sent to me by someone as a Christmas present. And so I keep it on here because it's got a couple good little tools on it. But a tick key. If you spend any time in the woods, you should really have a tick key. It doesn't need to be this brand, but you should have a tick key. You set it over the tick in the big part, and as you pull it towards you, it's sloped, and it will pull the entire tick out so you don't get any pieces left in behind to get infected. I got a little mini pry bar with another bottle opener. Everything has a bottle opener. They must think we're some alcoholic SOBs walking around with 14 bottle openers on us all the damn time.
Either that or hoping you drinking all of the old-fashioned sodas.
This, now I have right now it's charging, but I have a light that straps on here. It's a bicycle light that straps on here so I can see where I'm going. And on the back of my headrest, I've got a blinking red light. But when I'm traveling around at night, I don't know if you can see that very good in the picture.
Can see it.
It just makes it so that from the side I'm a little more visible. And then for years, I've used my Cricut eating tool. And then Cricut came out with a bigger eating tool, the bottle opener. Actually, that has a bottle opener too.
That also has a can opener.
This claims to be a can opener, but make sure if you're using this as a can opener, you check really close because it takes big old nasty bites out of the can and it can drop chunks of metal into the can.
I found that out by biting down on a can of corn's chunk of metal.
Yeah, so I don't really recommend this as a can opener. I'd use my Leatherman can opener first because, well, it does a lot better job. But this gives you a lot better handle to eat with than that does. So side-by-side comparison, if you've got an eating tool and you were thinking about getting the XL, that's the difference right there.
Let me see, I can't see it very well in the picture it has there. So
that's your side-by-side comparison of an eating tool and an eating tool XL. And
we got big hands.
I never take things off of here. I just add more stuff. So if there's redundancy on here, it happens. But this is my dangle kit. Oh, and clipped to part of my dangle kit, I keep a little 10-foot tape measure. You'd be amazed how many times having a little 10-foot tape measure comes in handy. And it clips on there.
Especially if you're not quite sure if your chair will fit through a door.
All of this just clips to the back here. It's mostly out of my way. I use this little locking carabiner so it doesn't accidentally come undone. And it rides behind my bag, so it's just really not involved.
Pretty. How you doing?
Does it smell wonderful here?
Oh yeah. Love the woods. Doing a YouTube video.
No problem. Strangers walking through where we're filming. That's perfectly acceptable.
Sorry.
No.
It's all good.
It's all good. I'm joking when I'm saying, but it's all good. Beautiful redwood trees. Everybody should enjoy them. These people are having a good day with their dogs.
Can't even see them, but we could hear them probably. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, that concludes my everyday carry wheelchair bag edition. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a few laughs because, well, I'm laughing at myself. You might as well too. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe give a subscription if you want. I'm hoping that the production quality is going to keep going up. But worst case scenario, this is me. You guys have a wonderful time and enjoy the woods. Above all else, enjoy the woods.
Side note, sorry if there's volume fluctuations, forgot the microphone at home.
One thing I left out, and this does count as EDC because it's on my chair all the time. When we covered the backpack, I was saying that I had the tarp in there and I had a couple of other things. as a cushion on my chair, I always use, this is a double-sided fleece blanket. Now, it's not a huge blanket, but it's 2 pieces of fleece knotted together. So if I am stuck somewhere where I'm having to build a shelter,
Keep it unfolded while you're talking. I'm going to back up at the end. At the end, I'm going to back up so you guys can see it better.
if I get stuck somewhere where I'm having to build a shelter with my tarp and build a fire to keep warm, this may not be a lot, but this is 2 thicknesses of polar fleece that I have with me all the time. I use it a lot of times to keep my legs warm when I'm riding places after dark, but it is something that I have with me, so I have to count it as my EDC. I also have, generally, my Army field jacket is on here, and lately I've been wearing this denim jacket, so the 2 of those ride with me everywhere I go too. So didn't want to leave that out in case, well, in case nothing. I just didn't want to leave that out. So, you guys have a great time. I hope you spend a lot of time in the woods. Have a great day. And Jack wanted me to hold this up so you can see how big it is.
Yeah, it's a decent sized blanket. You can wrap it around your shoulders. Nice little blanket.
Alright, go have fun in the woods. Quit watching TV.